Rain versus Ritter. Let it begin.
Presenting a Bronze Tileman head-to-head series. Let's go ahead and smash the start button on that timer. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of Every Step Hurts. All right, let's go ahead and head down here to this hut, get this going. This is where we're going to start off our thieving grind, get some early XP and some early tiles, as well as some early GP. We're going to definitely be needing every piece of GP we can get. Need to get that door closed. All right, there we go. Working on another tile gone. Well, look, we got one more in this hut. Once we have them all, we're not going to lose any more in here. So at least there's that. We're just going to keep on getting these gains. All right. All right, guys. Looks like we finally got some movement out of Ritter there. Let's see where. No, stay away. Okay, he's not coming in here. I wonder if he's going to the axis. Okay. Oh, level 4 thieving. Hell yeah, there we go. Nah, he did come in here. He literally just started his timer to just come in here and troll me. 10-hour timer, not even 5 minutes in, and Ritter's already asking to catch all the friggin' smoke. This is some BS. I mean, how hard is it? Open the door, step in, close the door. Why you gotta troll? Why? What are you accomplishing here? Slow me down? No, you're letting my health regen. Let's go ahead. I wanted to unlock these tiles anyways. Oh, she just pulled me in there. Let's do this a little bit carefully. Keep him blocked out. I can't afford to spin any more tiles in here. Let's go ahead. We'll buy the iron axe. Go ahead and get that unlocked. Okay, so let's briefly go over the basics of how the series and episodes are going to work and kind of some of the rules that's going to take place. So, okay, so we're playing as Bronzeman, which means we are essentially Iron Man. However, once we unlock an item, that item then becomes available on the Grand Exchange to be bought or sold. We'll get into more of that later. Tileman, as you can see, we have a set amount of tiles that are available to us. We get more tiles by gaining 500 XP per one tile and one tile per total level. At the end of each episode, we both get 30 bonus tiles. So that'll help add up over time. That way, if we ever want to go for quests or other things, it's more possible. So next on the list, we have the challenges. Each episode will either have anywhere between 1 to 3 challenges normally. Some will be completed throughout the 10 hours of progression, and some will be post progression. For example, this week's challenges are lowest KC clue drop from a goblin. Then the next one is most Lumbee easy achievement diaries completed. And then the final challenge is highest total level. The way that these challenges work is we don't know which challenge is going to be selected until the very end of the episode. So we'll put it into a wheel, we'll spin the wheel, whichever challenge it lands on, that's the one that we're going to do. So there's some importance to trying to do the ones throughout the 10 hours, and then it could just come down to a luck base or something completely different, just depending on what the challenges are. So after the challenge is done and over, there's a winner and a loser. The winner gets a full reward and the loser gets a half reward. we'll get into more details of how the reward system works at the end of this episode. Basic details of it are we have to rotate the reward selection each week. So we can't just pick the same type of reward 2 times in a row. The next thing is the available options that we have is 1 permanent item unlock, tiles, XP reward, and GP rewards. A couple of cliff notes regarding the rewards. We have to have our reward selected before we spin the wheel for the challenge. So we have to have a reward locked in at the end of our 10 hours of progression and before we meet up to do our progression overview, the challenge, and all of that. So it's going to require some planning. And if you pick a reward that you really need and then you roll a bad challenge for where you're at and you lose, you have to wait an extra week before you can try to get that again. But that's the fun of it. That's why we're even the 10 hours blind to each other. We're kind of randomizing the challenges best that we can just to make it more chaotic, more chaos. And the loser will still walk away with something. We trying to find the right balance. Other thing, we do have a death penalty in place. If you die, you will roll an RNG number between 100x and 1000x based off your combat level. And so, if we were to die right now, Ritter just died. He's got to do the death penalty. So you roll your oh my goodness. Like what is that timing? That is crazy. I can't believe he died right there. I was actually thinking about suiciding earlier, and I remembered the death penalty. That is crazy. All right, we just got to focus up and let's get to grinding. Things are moving quick, guys. We are thieving down to 1-2 HP. We've run up. We're hitting our tree, working on getting the second tree unlocked, followed by the third tree in path to the journal shop. Immediate goal, get to the journal shop, get our tinder box. That's the big thing. Bonus, a knife for fletching. XP isn't quite as good with fletching. We're going to have to gauge what our progression is like, but yeah, everything's moving pretty quick right now. We don't have thieving sustainability as we don't have access to food yet, but progress is being made. I believe I'm going to try to kind of montage style these clips in edit. Hopefully, Editor Rain remembers to do that. Then see if we can just, depending on what I do, I'll probably throw the levels up on screen as the footage goes through. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet, but that'll be future Rain's problem. For now, levels are coming in good. We'll be making our way to the journal shop shortly, which that will help us not have to drop these logs that we're getting on the ground. Right now, it kind of sucks. It just feels like we're just dropping XP, easy XP at that, and actually really good XP. So it's a little painful to be doing that, but it's working. And we don't really have much of a choice. So after we get to the journal shop, the next thing that we're going to try to unlock is it's between focusing the oak tree or doing the tutors. Get a little bit closer. I'm going to take a look at it. There may be some good pathing to allow me to do both, kind of all in one shot. But for now, general shop unlocks a lot of XP potential. And we wouldn't have to be just throwing stuff on the ground. So we're gonna kind of finish this up, and yeah, that's that's it. We did get a easy clue scroll, which is nice. It allowed us to unlock Bird's Nest for future. Gonna look and see what kind of pricing we can get out of the general shop for that. That'll help us fund a steel axe, which would be a good upgrade. A little bit faster logs coming through. And boom, yeah, we just got it. Okay, that works. Obviously can't do the clue, but hey, that's all right. All right, guys. Just got the general shop unlocked. Going to go ahead and buy our tinderbox. Need to buy our knife. I don't think there's anything else that we immediately need in here. Can't get that shield. That's somebody else's man-made thing. Looking at the tutors, oak tree to the right. Okay. Go ahead and light these logs. This first log. You get these burning. That way we can pick up the ones below. And okay, great. We can just throw a log on there, do a little campfire style thing. Yeah, so I think just south of where we're at, we can actually run by the tutors and then path over to that oak tree. I'm going to look at it a little bit, but I think that's a play. We really got to get these tutors going to get our range and magic and our training sword and shield. That's really what we need to do. Just start unlocking more skills that we can do, help us with our total levels. All right, I'll pick back up with y'all in a little bit and get this going. All right, we need to go ahead and get these tutors unlocked. I'm going to start off grabbing some range gear and make sure our pickup is correct. And now we'll be able to grab magic gear. The magic ruins every 30 minutes. At some point, we'll also get a training sword shield. But now we can kind of incorporate training some range while we are wood cutting and fire making to 15 to unlock it. So yeah, we're gonna lock in, get some range levels, get 15 wood cutting, 15 fire making, potentially switch over to doing some fletching. Got to see what that XP is like. I remember it being pretty slow, but we need some levels. So all right, I'm gonna lock in. See you in a sec. So Ritter caught the smoke. I was trying to run from here over here to see him catching the smoke. No, I'll be honest. I'd already messed up these tiles. I was gonna try and play it off that it was Ritter's fault. What I just, yeah, I clicked. I just wasn't thinking. I was just trying to just boom, 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 and I went running right down here. Created my nice little highway. So messed up there as well. Messed up there as well. And yeah, I think all in all, at this point, this run has cost me an additional 10 tiles over what it need. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I messed up there 7. I'm guessing I messed up there 8. Yeah, around 10 tiles. Get y'all caught up. We can go to Oaks, but we are trying to get the fletching up. I'm trying to debate if 15 is worth getting before we go to Oaks. Oh, all of my tiles just changed color, and I didn't know why. It's because this whole time I have this unspent tiles warning. to trigger if it goes below 20. It's been below 20 since we friggin' started. I'm finally above 20 available tiles. Okay. Is there like a lighter? That's much better. Okay. Yeah, guys, this fletching XP is so slow. It's gonna put us further behind on our tile gains. Unfortunately, we got to get to 5 no matter what, because you can only make arrow shafts up to level 5. So even if we were like, we can unlock the oak logs and then just not worry about fletching until we get to the GE, and then we could buy oak logs. Oh no, we couldn't even fletch it then. I would have to be buying normal logs, fletching them into short bows, which is, oh goodness gracious. I'm sorry, we have arrow shafts. We need a lot. Okay. So we could do arrows, bows, long bows, double bolt darts, crossbows, javelin shields. I just wasted more tiles. All right, guys, we managed to get our woodcutting level and fire making level up high enough for these oak trees. We got the tiles. We're going to push forward for it. And we're going to start farming out these oaks. Should be getting a lot better XP, not only in woodcutting, but also in fire making. Help us get us some more tiles a bit quicker and start preparing for our path up to the cow pen. All right, guys, gonna quickly grab a training sword and shield from the combat tutor. We're gonna use that for killing these cows up at the cow pen. Going to be looking at trying to take the best path up to the cow pen. Make sure we don't mess this up. We'll set our shortest path tracker. It's going to route us through the sheep pen, which is perfect. So if we need to shear some sheep in the future, we'll be able to. We'll go ahead and throw up the edits to the levels we obtained up to this point on screen while I'm running over here. So future me, make sure we get that in there. Go ahead and click through this gate as precisely as we can. Try not to mess up. Click on the style from here, so we should be able to repeat that in the future. But knowing RS and how these running boxes work, we are just going to get messed up regardless. So don't have tiles to spare right now, so we got to try to make these moves count. Go ahead and start killing our first cow, and guys, we're going to be here a while. We're super low on tiles. We're super behind on combat. We have got to get this grind going. Going to start off training attack to level 5, just so in the future we can equip the steel axe. Then we'll start grinding up our strength. Boom, there's 5. That was quick and easy. And now we're going to be going over to strength. We're going to be picking up the bones and the raw beef. Well, we'll go ahead and pick up this cowhide just to unlock it, drop it back down on the ground. Yes, we'll be picking up every bone, maximize our prayer XP. We'll be picking up the raw beef because we're going to use that to level up our cooking as well as for sustainability here. Unfortunately, we're going to be having a lot of burnt meat here in the beginning. Hopefully, we'll be able to successfully cook enough to maintain ourselves here. This is where we need to be. Don't need to be doing anything else right now. So that's it. I'm gonna let it jump ahead and bring y'all back in shortly. All right, we got to get ready to run. We'll wait. Oh, go. All right, we got 2 pieces of beef. See if we can kill this one with an airstrike. Oh, that worked. Awesome. All right. And it's dropped in a perfect spot. Pick that up. Got 3 pieces. Need to go get some logs real quick so we can cook this stuff up. And of course, another wasted tile. Go figure. Seems to be the name of the game here. Instead of tile man, it's wasted tiles. All right, let's get ourselves an oak log and cook this food. And hopefully we get lucky here. And we can make sure we step out because it's going to throw us west. See if we can at least get 2 of these food cooked. Cooking that sheep. Of course, the first one's burnt. There we go. One more. Come on. And of course not. All right. Well, at least this food is a +3 heal. That will help us out. We're going to just rinse and repeating this and getting as many levels as we can. Bring it back shortly. All right. So cooking's been going well. Levels are still coming in. Quick update. Got Ritter in a call, and he just talked to Count and went to the Barbarian Village. So he has left Lumbridge, and I don't believe he even got to the first set of trees. So I think he is giving up on the Lumbridge task. We've just got to try to do what we can do to get a few of them done and get it on lock. We don't. That's a free win for us. We just need to get it done. So let's see what we can do here. Can easily learn my age from Hans. And if we get to Draenor, I can kill, like, once I'm 16, I can kill a zombie. I can also enter the ham hideout if I path through here. Like, I can lock down this achievement diary challenge. And we'll, like I said, we'll have it on lockdown with minimal effort. So winning the achievement diary task won't be too difficult. Should get that done relatively quickly. We have to focus the next thing we could control, and that's total levels. We got to push this out. So I'm going to be here killing these cows and working up our combats, and I'll bring y'all back in just a bit with some level gains, hopefully, and some more tiles. Hopefully no mistakes, but we all know how unlikely that is. All right, guys. We've just got a clue scroll from a cow. Gonna pick it up. It's a new item unlock. Not that we can, um, buy them or anything. But I'm curious, what's the probability of us being able to go and complete the first step? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and drop that. All the way that deep in Neverrock Castle. No, just no. Especially for beginner. Definitely not. That's hundreds of tiles to get there. No. Anyways, just wanted to check in. Back in a sec. Hey guys, quick check in here. You see, we just got 15 defense. been doing some thieving. Been continuing to collect these runes, do this training, been kind of rinsing and repeating it. The issue I'm sitting at right now is we've got 25 thieving at this point. It is not super fast. It's not really super slow either. But I've run into concern. So I'm having to move at a much slower play pace than Ritter. I've got a full-time job and I don't have as many hours a day to put into the game as he does. So with that being said, I got a text message from him, and it's a little concerning. Let me get into my thieving spot. Start doing this thieving. I'll read to y'all what he wrote. He sent me a message. No looking up my stats, but I'm done. So we have an agreement that we're not going to look up each other's stats throughout our progression period. Well, when the progression's over, we're going to kind of obviously meet up with each other. We're going to see each other's stats then. The goal during the progression period is just to keep each other in the dark as to what the other person is doing. If we're in a call together in Discord and we want to share what we're doing during our progression period, hey, that's fair. We can just choose what we want to share and what we don't want to share, or we could just straight up lie. So back to the second part of his text. It says, that was the most fun I've had and the most stressed I've been playing RS in a long time! Exclamation mark. I don't know how to take that. Fun and stressed. That doesn't leave much to interpret. Although I feel like if his high risk play going to Varrock early would have fallen through, he would have just told me, hey, I'm done with the progression. No looking at my stats. Let me know when you're ready to do the challenge or meet up for the challenge. But to go into the fact that he had fun, most fun he's had in a very long time playing RS, it leads me to believe that his Varrock play was successful. I'm not entirely sure what he had planned once he got to Varrock. I know he had to go into the stronghold. He wanted to get the 10K. He wanted to do some training there. He had to train enough to have enough tiles to get out of there. Well, get all the way through that stronghold, which is not a short walk. It's not a low amount of tiles either. So he would have had to use up a lot of tiles in the stronghold for the 10K. I'm not sure if he ended up committing to doing that or if he just trained there. You know, with our season 1 goal being completing a Barrows run, and it's and we agreed we're not gonna fight the brothers and do any flinching, anything like that. You have to face tank the brothers. So I know he was going to be killing Minotaurs. 1, they're a great source of arrows. 2, they drop essence. And that's huge because you have to have essence to complete Priest in Perils to get access to Mortania. Traditionally, you have to complete Rune Mysteries, mine Rune Essence, do all that bit. But if you kill if you kill those minotaurs, you get an essence drop, and it's pretty common, 115, 120, something like that. So I guarantee you he got essence. He has essence unlocked. So when he goes to do Priest in Peril, he won't have to do Ruin Ministries, which is a pretty big time save and a tile save. I've been trying to work out in my head because this is beginning to stress me out. I just can't figure out what he did with the tiles he had. I don't know where he's going to first from the barbarian village outpost. Don't know if he's trying to rush magic. I can't think of any like good plausible food that he could acquire in Varrock that he could unlock, and same thing for prayer. I don't know what he's doing, and I'm afraid that I've missed something that's obvious, or maybe it's hidden. It's just a big play that's gonna help him get episodes ahead of me early on, and it's just going to be a race to recovery type thing. We're 6.5 hours in. We just got to stick with what we're doing. After we meet up at the 10-hour mark, that'll help provide some clarity as to what he did and how I have to respond to it. I mean, truthfully, how far ahead of me can he get in 10 hours? I mean, and we're both getting the same 10 hours, and he had setbacks. He had 2 deaths before he went to Varrock, before he went to Barbarian Outpost. So it's just, I know Ritter. He's my brother. The text that he sent me just leads me to believe that his plan was successful despite the 2 deaths he had before he even left to go up there. Oh, I'm gonna keep thinking. I'm gonna keep thieving and killing these cows. We need more tiles. I got time to sit here and think and stew in my own crap, and we'll see, guys. We'll see. Enough rambling from me. My head's going in loops and my talking's going in loops at this point. All right, guys. Yeah, thieving is going on the back burner. It's level 27. I've got almost 4K in my inventory. When I get to Draenor, I feel like it's enough. Oh, is it enough GP to? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! Oh no! Hold up, guys. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna skip this one inventory of thieving. I want to think about it real quick with the things I wanted to get done over there and how much GP I think I'm gonna need. I may not be done thieving. I mean, honestly, you can't have enough GP, but I don't want to shoot myself short. I'm gonna think about it. When I got a answer or I've complete my attack grind, I will be back in. All right. See you in a few seconds. All right, guys. We got the timer paused. Had a little snafu. I had logged into my group Iron Man, and I didn't realize that the profiles in Rune Light weren't linked to those characters. When I logged in on my group Iron Man, somehow I guess it counted all of the items on my group Iron Man as item unlocks for this account. So unfortunately, I had to go reset this Brunelight profile. It didn't affect the tiles, just the bronze band. So I reset the bronze band and I lost the item unlocks that I had when I did that in the process. The only thing that I had now on my unlocks is this. So just to kind of show you behind the scenes of how the Bronzeman works. So like right now, like it's very clear that I've been buying, or not buying. I have unlocked cows. According to the tracker, I killed a little north, just north of 400 cows. I can't click on it. I can't click on any of this stuff because I don't have it unlocked. Heck, bones, just normal bones. I can't click on it. If I look at an item that I have unlocked, I'll use a willow log, for example. So if I go to willow log, you see how it, like when I mouse over it, it shows that it's selectable. So I have it unlocked. So I have no history, no nothing. Talk to Ritter. Both agree it was fair. I did have like screenshots of every unlock that I've gotten so far. And there's some stuff that I had picked up and then just dropped just so I could have it unlocked. So I moved a mill GP over from the very, very, very first account I ever made, like right when OSRS came out. I only have I don't know, 6-7 mil on that account, so not much. But I'm gonna disable, for my testing, I can disable this Bronzeman plugin. And now I should be able to go in and select cowhide. And I can buy just one. Oh, okay. Just one. Purchase it, boom, boom. And then when I turn the plugin back on, it's going to give me my item unlock. So I'm going to go through and get the items that I lost through this process. I'm going to just buy them, turn the plugin back on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to turn the plugin back on, and it will sync my unlocks. And then I'm going to sell the items back, and then move the money back over to my other account. This is just to fix my unlocks, but showing you this kind of behind the scenes process because this is our same process for. Oh, I gotta turn the plugin back off. The same process whenever we do the one item unlock reward. So, anyways, I'm gonna fix my account real quick. I disabled the tile thing temporarily, just so I can run up here, fix this, and then you'll be tuning back in to me back in Draenor to finish off this challenge. We have an hour and 15 minutes left. I don't know if I messed up my tiles as well on the log. I can't. I don't remember. I'd have to go. I can actually go back and look at that. I'm gonna go back and look at the footage whenever I'm done with this. And if I did mess up my tiles, then I'll adjust it to make it back to where it was. Whether it was like 3 more, 3 less, I don't know. I didn't even like really realize that I'd messed it up, but I did. So, anyways, I'm gonna pause the recording here and pick you back up in Draenor. Well, good news, guys. I went back to look at my footages, and from what I can tell, the blunders just continue. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, go away. This is kind of frustrating. Um, Eight, 18, 20. Eight. Yeah, no. The blunders continue. So it turns out the last footage I actually had was me killing some cows. I'll just give you a brief overview. I rounded off my attack, defense, and then I came down here to chop some oaks to get to 30 woodcut. At that time, I decided that I was going to, instead of pathing out from here, I was going to path through here, one, so I could talk to Hans. And then two, I know eventually I will need access upstairs for an anti-dragon shield, and I will also need down in here for a quest and the bank's chest and start working through the Barrows glove, the RFD. And then I proceeded this way towards Draenor. I had this whole big old speech prepared and everything going on, and it was all exciting. And the fact that I'm committing to this path, and I don't even remember what all I said. Oh, well, hey, hold up. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Obviously, the tiling thing got messed up. So I will take this opportunity to fix it. Activate the Tileman auto mark tiles. Make sure this thing doesn't mess up again. Okay. So yeah, we committed to Draenor. We unlocked our first bank. And we started cutting willows. The goal here was to cut willows and get our level up and our fire making up to get enough tiles to start training agility and try to get out as many agility levels as we can before our hour and 15 is up, hopefully around level 20. I think we need somewhere between 60 and 70 available tiles. The mistakes, they just keep rolling in, and the more I dig into it, the worse it gets. So outside of our probably 50 plus tiles that we've blundered in Lumberge area, then the Bronzeman thing, and now I realize that I probably lost over an hour of footage. Matter of fact, the last video I have, let me see where it stops at. Yeah, 3 hours, 20 minutes. And there's an hour left on the timer. So, oh my goodness. It's a little demoralizing, a little frustrating. I don't know if I hit the wrong hotkey for the recording or I don't know what I did, but Obviously, don't have the footage. Obviously, I lost it, and obviously, just a mistake. So yeah, let me get this timer going. Let's get to chopping, and yeah, so we are going to finish wood cutting. I don't know if we can even fail on this course. That's one thing that scares me. If we fail on this course and we don't have enough tiles to connect back up, we will be forced to home telly. I home tellied from the GE. I imagine I'd be chopping logs for more than 20 minutes. Yeah. Either way, I would be forced to home telly and then run back on my tiles, hoping for not any more mistakes. And if I just don't know. So I'm going to go for 60 to 70 available tiles. All right, guys, we just finished up some wood cutting and fire making. I guess we'll just. No, I ain't got time for that. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize my auto retaliate was on. Well, that was 2 tiles gone. This guy's still coming after me. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start doing the agility. And hopefully we got what we need to do it. That's awfully frustrating when it does that. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully we don't fail. Hopefully we have enough tiles. Hopefully we didn't overshoot it by a large margin. So far going good. I would think that that would be a fail spot. I also think that this could be a fail spot. Not really convinced that this would be a fail spot. I'm not convinced that this would be either. So I think we've got this first lap in the bag, which is great news. And right on a path. That's big. All right. So we're going to just go ahead and start repping this out. Ooh, 250 total. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get honest with ourselves real quick. I don't have an episode 2 plan. I came over here. I can unlock fishing over here. I can unlock a ruin shop. Arguably, maybe go for a myth and or the adamant battle axe. I don't think that they're very good, but they're going to be better than what we have, especially since we already have 20 attack. There is a play to go to Varrock, but I really wanted to do pest control. And I did forget initially that you have to be 40 combat to even get on the beginner boat. We're nowhere near 40 combat. We've got a ways to go. So now I'm reweighing our play over to the docks. There's still some useful stuff over there. Potentially work our way up towards Falador through the south. I've got to figure it out. I got to figure out what we're gonna do. Now, one thing that's good is Ritter fully believes that we're committed to doing something in Port Serene, and we're not. And I don't know if we will go over there or not. That wouldn't be too bad tile wise. You know, we could get an early boat to Corinne. again, I got to do some research as to what that offers, what we can do at the levels we have over there. It's a big zone, would be costly in tiles once we're there. Yeah, I just trying to figure it out. I doubt I'll have a decision before our 10 hours is, or the next hour's up, next 48, 45 minutes. So whatever we end up doing, one, y'all won't find out till episode 2, because I probably won't find out till episode 2 when I'm about to start the recording. And it's going to be, it's a mix up between a few things, and we're just going to have to pick one and go with it. There, once you commit your tiles, you've committed your tiles. So, like I said, we've got Ritter thinking it's 100% to Port Serene. So I'm hoping that's getting in his head as much as him going to Varrock has got in my head. I'm hoping we're doing the same thing to him. So let me get up to 21 agility. We're gonna have to have that for whenever we go to Varrock anyways, because we're gonna, whether we do the boat up from Lumbridge or we do the count, we're gonna path through Edgeville to get the furnace, and be able to take the shortcut into the GE. I'm going to keep picking up these marks of grace as we run around. I'm going to keep doing some thinking. I'll bring y'all back in whenever we're either out of time or getting 21 agility. See you in a few seconds. All right, final lap here for 21 agility. Had to spend a couple more tiles to get all of the marks of grace that spawn on the different roofs. Coming in here. All right, one more quick. For now, we've got ourselves 21 agility, and we have 16 minutes left on the timer. So we need to. Oh my goodness. Well, it is what it is. Waste of friggin' tiles thanks to this damn running pattern. We got to get ourselves back over to Lumbridge real quick. Man, I can't believe I just wasted more tiles there. So we are going to home telly. Plan for the last 16 minutes. I'm going to go to the range tutor, grab some arrows. She'll give us 30 arrows, and we will use those up first. And then whatever time we have left, we will start fletching. What is that? That's not even remotely close to where I clicked. Oh my goodness. I swear, sometimes this game and the running pattern is the most frustrating thing ever. All right. So we can start killing the dude. 6 more tiles gone. I still haven't put the bow on. This is scuffed. Scuffed. No, I need you in here. Why can't I swap the left click to attack? All right. Now let's just attack. I'm going to try to get this fixed on the fly. I need to pick this stuff up. I think it's maybe the pickpocketing plugin that's messing me up. Yes. Okay. Yeah, anyways, we're going to smash out as much levels. Ooh, fishing bait. That is nice. We're going to smash out as much range levels as we can. Oh, I forgot my knife. No. Hopefully this guy will come close at some point, and we'll be able to buy one so we can do our fletching. Look, I don't need the bait right now. That's 271. We are getting close to where I think we need to be. Oh, you piece of crap stain. I think we already had that earth ruins. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. And that's the problem. That these shopkeepers, they don't come over here for very long. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just get there. I don't know if I wasted a tile or not. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I did. I don't know. I wasted 10 tiles here in the last couple of minutes. It's just ridiculous. All right, so we're gonna get through the arrows that we can and get as many range levels as we can. From there, we're gonna just start chopping normal trees for the basic logs. Oh, Guam. All right, take it. And get the normal logs, and we're gonna start fletching what we can. And we're just gonna see how many levels we could farm out. I mean, that's where we're at. The race for this total level. We've got the Lumbridge diary on lockdown. We just need this. We need all the total levels we can get. So, going to be farming this. I'll bring y'all back in when there's about a minute left on the timer and see where we're at. All right. Quick overview of the last 10, 11 minutes or so. We did get a Reynard drop, killing level 2 man with range. So that's big. It's a good unlock to get. As far as the levels go, got a few in fletching, got a few in range. Look, I wanted more, but it's something. Got us above 276. My prediction for Ritter was between 250 and 275. Again, I didn't really plan out a Varrock episode 1 run. Time's up. This is where we're ending, guys. Total level 276, 110k XP. Look, I think I hope I didn't blow this. But we got 4 done. There's no way Ritter did this. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do this. He could learn his age. I know for a fact he did pickpocket a man or a woman in Lumbridge. Chop and burn some oak logs in Lumbridge. I know he didn't do ham. No. The oak and logs in Lumbridge. I don't think there is a closer oak tree than this one. And I don't think he came up this far. I think he stopped here. So I'm confident. Again, I don't know what point he came back from Varrock, or if he did. I think we got this one in the bag. This one, I feel good about it. I would give my odds 70-30 that we won total level. Only because the first hour we didn't have any deaths and we didn't have to do any restarts, and we got to play our tiles in the beginning better than he did, which gave us access to other things faster. But how many tiles he got in Varrock and what he got to unlock level wise, that I don't know. That's the 30% that terrifies me. But I think we did good. If it's not one of those two challenges, it will be a luck-based challenge, which is frustrating on these goblins first to get a clue scroll. Lowest KC clue scroll from goblins. That is the one that we don't want, because that is 100% luck. I feel like the other two, I feel like the achievement we got on luck. This 70-30. I like 70-30 better than a 50-50 luck. So, yeah, we will be meeting up here very shortly. All right, guys. Rain here.
Ritters here.
Our 10 hours of progression is both done. We are going to lock in our rewards. So real quick, the agreed upon rewards for this episode is going to be, you get to, each person will get to select one as their final submission, and then based off of the results of the challenge, will determine what plays out. So for gold, we have 100K gold. Loser of the challenge would get 50K. We also have 100 tiles. Loser would get 50 tiles. And then we have an XP reward, 20K to the winner, and then the loser would get 10K. As we discussed previously, the way that the permanent item unlock works, and there's going to be some specific cases kind of for certain things, like if somebody says, oh, I want the twin flame staff, like there's not really a downward graded version of a twin flame staff. So generally speaking, the winner would get the access to that item. Again, they would have to have the tiles to get to the GE, and then they would have to fund it natively from their account to then have access. It's just the ability to purchase it from the GE when they are available to do so. And then the loser is supposed to get an item that's one downgrade below that. Some items we're going to have to talk about and agree upon, like things that don't have downgrades or don't have an obvious downgrade. We'll have to discuss and figure out something fair for the loser bracket. So, Ritter, we're gonna just type in what we want in the chat, and then
already done.
On 3, we will press enter.
I just realized. Trollololol. I wasn't recording. I was recording the audio, but no. I just turned on the Rune Light plugin, so now they can see the screen.
Okay, well, mine is recording, so
yeah.
Look, we're both recording after my debacle of failing to record from hour mark 3:15 down to like an hour and 15. So still don't know what happened there, guys. I've continued to look, and look, we don't need to talk about the frustration. It happened.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a full review.
Yeah. So yeah, on 3,
okay.
We'll simply press enter, and then we're gonna go into for a 10-hour progression review and account review.
Okay.
So, would you like to count us?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, go. So on go. Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no! Berm item unlock. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Now, do you want to disclose what item that is? Now or if you win the challenge?
Well, only if I win the challenge, because here's the thing. If I disclose it now and I lose, I don't want to open up what I'm going for.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Very, very, very fair. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Let's go into challenge numero uno. Achievement diary. What was your Lumbridge and Draenor easy achievement diary
Easy.
completion
I
number?
got 4 completed.
I also got 4 completed.
What 4 did you get completed?
Let's come back to that question because you'll know here in a minute. Let's come back to that one. But I did get 4 easy combat or easy achievements done in Lumbridge and Draenor. So we tie on that. Cool? Or do you want to know? You want to know now?
No, I want to know. I want to know.
Okay, yeah. Learn your age from Hans. So when I told you I came back with 2 minutes left, it specifically was to get my name or age from Hans. Pickpocket a man or woman, easy.
Yep.
Chop and burn some oak logs and Lumbridge, easy.
So when you did the oak logs and burn them, you did that in the last 2 minutes as well?
No, I did not.
So you came back before then?
Yes. Yes, I did. And the last one, complete a lap of Draenor Village Agility course.
Really?
Indeed.
Oh my, I did not see it, guys. I did not see it in the slightest. Okay.
Me
so
either.
Before we get into any other disclosure of stuff that happened,
Okay.
let's look at
Yeah.
do you want to reveal total XP or total level?
I kind of wanted to just go down the list.
Okay.
And disclose each. I'm gonna skip obviously the ones I didn't get any levels in.
Okay.
But just kind of disclose each individual level and then total level after that. Good with that?
Yeah, we can.
We'll do it quickly. So attack 15.
All right. I got 20.
Strength 15.
17.
Defense 19.
20.
Range 3.
6.
Prayer 7.
13.
13. You son of a gun. Magic. I'm still at level 1, but very close to level 2.
13.
Okay. I'm assuming you didn't get any rune crafting or construction.
Yeah, 99 in both.
Yeah, right. Hit points, I got 19.
I got 22.
I'm very close, but I got a 20 agility. Very close, 21.
Well, I gave mine away a bit ago. I got 21.
Yeah. And then 22 thieving.
27.
I didn't get any crafting levels.
Unfortunately, I didn't either. Couldn't figure out a way to do that here, do it in my time frame.
Right, yeah.
So.
I only got 6 fletching.
Ooh, that's what I have, 6 fletching as well.
I did get 8 mining.
I'm at 1 mining.
What's your cooking? Because mine's at 1.
25.
Wow.
Almost 26. I should have rounded that off.
Wow. And then here's my big 2. My next 2 are my big ones. I got 43 fire making and 41 wood cutting.
I got 39 fire making, 37 wood cutting for a total level of 276.
Wow, you crushed me. Mine is 229.
229. Well, my prediction was for you was 250 to 275.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I got down to the wire and I was like, if I can get these 3 fletching levels, I will surpass my prediction zone for where you're going to be at. and I will feel confident. Now, these viewers are going to see me talking about my confidence. I have Lumbers and Draenor on lock. I 100% won that. My call out was I'm 70% confident that I beat him on XP, 70-30, so 7-3. And obviously, that is just a flop. I did not beat you on Lumbridge.
Yeah.
So you didn't do you went to the stronghold, and from the sounds of it, you left the stronghold pretty quickly.
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, not of my own accord.
Did you die?
I did die. Yes.
Oh my goodness! And what'd you roll on the death wheel?
So the way I treated it, because I couldn't get back to my items, because I had no way to get back to the stronghold, is I did a full reset. I just dropped everything.
All right. So well, I think what you did is fair. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna share my screen with you for the roll.
You're not
Just,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Let me take a look at it real quick.
So this is what I had. I hadn't done any rolls yet. You'd see that here. And well, I still got to take achievement task off. So I'll, do I just click this to
No, you
roll?
could just
Okay.
leave it on.
No. This is showing us how it's going to work.
Let's go with that one. I like that roll.
No.
That's a good
no,
roll.
No. So that would show up here in the results. Oh, son of
Took the
a
wrong
bitch.
one
Okay.
off.
I didn't know what I clicked. Okay. Lowest KC clue. So it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Lowest KC clue and between total level, which I have total level locked.
Yeah.
Lowest KC clue. It's not who gets it the fastest. It's just who gets it lowest kill count.
Yeah. And
And
I
I'll
am
just use my training shield and sword. I'm not going to try to use magic for range and get
yeah.
as many levels as possible through that.
I am
If that's what it lands on.
currently sitting at 40 kills on goblins.
And did you already get a clue?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Beginner. But it doesn't it doesn't count cuz
Yeah.
towards the challenge, so.
Right. So you would just need to. So you're starting at 40, and then you just go and whatever you would get it on from there. I think is fair.
Right.
All right, you ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Please. Oh, I lost. No.
Oh.
Oh, fudge muckle.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me save this real quick in
Oh,
my.
we didn't do our review of the game. We still got to talk about it. But first, since we already know, I guess go ahead and let us know what your permanent item unlock is going to be there, partner.
So I am going to lock it in with a charged Amulet of Glory.
I think that's a good unlock.
So I've got two things in my head that would be a fair downgrade. Here's the two things that I was thinking as fair downgrades. One, and look, I'm fine with both. So ultimately, you pick from here, or if you have a different suggestion, I'm all ears. I'd be fine with giving you access to an uncharged Amulet of Glory. So you still have the same bonuses that I do, just no teleports. And you wouldn't have an way to unlock the teleports unless you chose that as your permanent item. The next downgrade that I see as fair is an Amulet of Power. which also gives you combat bonuses,
but no teleports.
but still no teleports. I'm fine with either of those, or if you have another option, I'm all ears.
Yeah, the only other thing I thought of was the Ring of Dueling. So no bonuses, but I get some teleports. Not not necessarily great teleports, but I get some teleports.
Look, you don't have to lock it in this second, but yes, I'm happy to put Ring of Dueling on the table as a option for you, so you can have a teleport.
Okay, so it's between the Ring of Dueling and an Uncharged Glory. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna simmer and think on those. But let's just go ahead and jump right into our honest.
Well, how about this? You don't even have to pick this recording. You just let me and the viewers know at the start of the next episode what you land on.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. I'm cool with that.
Because I've had time, like days, to think about these things I've been looking at. I don't need to make you pick in the next 3 minutes.
That's fair. So
real quick, Ritter, go ahead and send me a screenshot of your Bronzeman unlocks so I can throw them up in a side by side for the viewers. So all in all, you can see we got a lot of the same unlocks. I did manage to get a Nature Ruin and Tooth Half Key from a mystery box. All in all, pretty good first episode unlocks. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up episode 1 here, guys. Just FYI, for this first episode, the plan is first episode only to have each of our perspectives uploaded to our own channels. Starting episode 2, we're going to try to compile everything into one video, and then it's going to rotate between channels. Don't know who's going to upload episode 2, but whoever does episode 3 will go to the other person, and we'll put all the links and everything in the description. So thanks for watching my perspective, guys. Make sure to go check out Ritters. I'll have his channel linked below. He's got a lot of good content in his 10 hours, so go check him out. Thanks for tuning in. Come back for episode 2 to find out what Ritter picks as his item unlock and to find out what path we're going to open up. See you in the next one.
Revenge of the Goblins.
Revenge of the Goblins.
See you guys next time.